your screen. It's live. So this is an impromptu all-for-one Regime Diabolique character chat because we need those. We're in difficult situations as always. Well, Anthony, maybe just introduce when we are. You had an idea.
I think these character chats are also useful as we get older now and the power of memory fades. Not all of us can boost our memories with Diet A&W root beer like some of you. The last session that we played, I ran, and it ended up late at night on the streets of Paris, not too far from the King's Palace, in a desperate fight between these two heroic figures. Alphonse, known to us lovingly as Brise-Cour, the heartbreaker, the romancer, the womanizer, the lover of life, and his young companion, maybe the most famous musketeer of us all, but he is our young companion.
Well, famous with whom? You know, I'm famous with the category of person.
That's right. Soon to be famous with an Undertaker.
And so, wounded, tired, maybe demoralized, dispirited, the three of us find ourselves in the basement of a large church that we have been frequenting more and more because of the kindness and the honesty and no-nonsense nature of Father Augustine, who listens to our confessions maybe more clearly than other priests. And we are in the basement of that church in Paris. And let's begin.
Oh, I feel much better. Yeah, it would be my uncanny powers to heal myself. I'm getting stronger as I'm getting older. Isn't that strange?
It must be the amount of wine that the good father keeps in this basement. Unbelievable. Never quite seen a church like this.
So, yeah, we have this meeting, and yeah, something went wrong yesterday, Martin.
Many things went wrong. Assassination and invasion of the palace. And you guys look terrible. I don't know what you're saying. You feel better. You look like you've been in a carriage accident.
What do you say? I look terrible. I always look good.
You look terrible. It was not a good night. It was not a good night. It was not a good night.
No. Yeah, well, these were vampires. Okay, this was the one we met in Strasbourg with Jean-Marie. And I think when I hit it with the cross, it wasn't enough. How should we have?
Did not look the same. There was more than one.
Yeah, well, I think they multiply themselves. What do you think of this, Martin?
You're sure it was the same one?
Well, she had the same name, and they had the same bad poetry.
Yes, but this one looked like the Spanish spy. Not exactly, but could have been her sister.
Yeah. Remember.
Lately, you've been saying everyone looks like the Spanish spy. Were either of you bitten?
No.
No.
One tried. But no.
Perhaps, as your physician, you would allow me to inspect for myself.
Oh.
Are you sure you were not bitten, Brise-Cour? You certainly spent a lot of time.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had a great night with the lady before she went nut. But I wasn't bitten. Judy, the queen, called over me. I should said to the queen that she saved my life, but I don't want her to ask me why.
and so Martin will inspect each of the bruised and battered musketeers, carefully looking for bites in the usual and in some unusual places.
Mm-hmm. You see? Nothing. I'm a little worried about Eugene, though.
A little worried.
As always. Yeah, of course.
She
Why?
almost died. She was
How?
abducted by one of those vampires. Well, I had to follow the carriage that Brice. Well, he went into a carriage with this vampire again for the second time to spend a night with what seemed like a charming young lady. And next thing you know, I see the teeth. I go running after the carriage. I leap on it. It was fantastic. You should have seen me leap on the carriage. It was a sight to behold. However, things went horribly wrong, and the driver was a vampire too. And next thing you know, the carriage was crashing, and there was the screaming, and there was the fighting. But Eugene must have been in the carriage because all of a sudden she's floating up in the air. There's this other vampire making the usual speech, and I am so powerful and mighty, blah blah blah. But it was Eugene. I mean, Eugene, Eugene, and
Yeah, Eugene.
yeah.
But
Like
you
it-
yourself wasn't bitten. You survived the vampire.
I did. Almost. I almost was bitten. They're incredibly strong. But they were going to kill her, or worse. And we taunted her. She brought her down and started to argue with us instead. And she made a bargain with us. Well, with me, because Briscoe by that time was completely out.
I was wondering about that. I keep hearing about the vampire making speeches, and I was waiting for Alphonse's speech in response, but
Oh, he did make a rousing speech.
I saved Eugene's life, but she made a deal with you.
You saved Eugene's life by patting her fall.
she
Nevertheless,
passed. Where is she?
probably back at work.
We've taken her back home to the cooks on that.
I see. And so you've come to meet me here. What is the deal?
What is the deal? I have one.
Oh.
We go get back Jean-Marie.
I wish he was there. So I took her to not the Tet, the pond, across from the Pont Neuf. But she said she was going to meet me again. That she was going to leave me instructions soon. I hope she does not meet me again. I would run her through. But she was going to leave instructions, and there was a man involved with the Crimson Worms, or the Red Dragon, Oliver Duran.
Oh,
She
don't
wanted-
want this.
She wanted us to somehow to spy on him or to take him down. She had the usual grand story of I was so important and you have wronged me and now I must take my rightful place. And after
The
a while,
enemy
you
of
don't
my
understand.
enemy is my ally.
Yes, that is it. That speech.
So we have allied ourselves with satanic forces to fight more satanic forces?
Well, yes, but it was only to save Eugene. She was going to kill her. I had failed. There was nothing we could do.
Well, they might not be as smart as we think they are. We can use that to our advantage. I don't know how.
You know, if Jean-Marie were here, he would say the only way to save Eugene, if she had been tainted by these creatures, is to kill all the creatures and kill Eugene. You understand that this is the way to guarantee that Satan gains no foothold. Doesn't seem possible, does it?
It does not.
Well,
And so it's good that you've come to me.
So what can we do?
yeah. What?
Well, right now, gentlemen, you're in no condition to fight vampires.
Talk to them.
Maybe a little better.
Do you two trust me?
with my life. That is honor that brings us together, and secrets that
Of course,
Yo-
of what we shared so far.
You understand that I may not be exactly what you see me to be?
Well, you always look strange, but I'm used to it.
we are used to people not being what they are not. They seem. You're not a woman, are you?
I am not a woman, and I do spend most of my time in prayer, exactly as it seems. But you know, my bloodline is special.
Yes, we know.
You have mentioned it once or twice. Or four
I
times.
hope you're not the werewolf yourself.
No, but I inherited my father's gift for speaking with the angels.
Hmm. Ah, how do they look? I speak to some angels once in a while, but I don't think it's the same.
And if you will pray with me, you will feel the power, the heavenly power, as God extends his spirit through you, through the angelic ministers that war with the satanic spirits.
Right?
I will pray. I'm in a church anyway, at least under a church.
All right, then. And so, time passes. He leads you in prayer. And you do feel healthier, stronger. But that could just be suggestion, like the charlatans in the market. But if we were to adjust your sheets for a period of time, your actual health is improved.
Oh.
I do feel much better. Right.
Hmm.
You actually even look a little better, Rescore.
Because the sunlight is entering somewhere, so you see me better.
I
It
do
could
not mean
be.
that way.
If we're going to war against vampires, if we're going to war against the Crimson Dragon, then I will have to share some of my blessings with you. I can make you stronger. I can make you faster.
What do you mean?
I can make your blades bite deeper. I can bless your uniforms so that they turn aside danger. All of these prayers, all of these gifts have been bestowed upon me by my faith.
So that is a secret. That's why you're so fast. You get out of problems quite easier. Well, quite in a more easy way than us.
Yes.
You mean it is not that you are stronger or faster than I, is the blessings of God himself?
Well, you know that the Holy Spirit descended upon the apostles, enabling them to do miraculous things. These things have been passed on down through time.
Is it not some kind of strange sorcery you're doing? It's not that I'm against it, but if someone knew.
If some members of the church find out, I would be burned on the stake.
If Jean Marie found out, you'd be burned on the stake. You would not make
No
it to
doubt.
the stake.
No doubt. Or he'd chop my head off with an axe and count it a night's work well done.
Oh, let us not tell him. But so, I really am faster and stronger than you, aren't I? It is only the blessing of God. Huh, that makes me feel better. Oh, but anyhow,
Whatever helps you sleep at night, Philippe.
that I do not know if anything would help me sleep at night right now. I fear for for the safety of Eugene, she may be in danger, and it is our fault.
She was bitten and turned.
I do not know, but she was with them. They used her as bait, I believe, or to taunt us.
I think we should check out soon. I think we should
By
check
the
out
light of
this
day.
Yeah. Today.
Yes, yes, today. But I know they will come. They will bring instructions, and these others, they are allied with the people that we were having difficulty with anyway. We are between those two. I forget my stories, but we are between those two things. They will crush
The
us.
rock in the hard place.
Yes. How do we choose? What do we do? How do we fight them both? We can barely fight one.
These are the times that try men's souls. These are the challenges that we must undertake. And though we are beset on one side by dark forces and another side by dark forces, we can follow the light and defeat them both. Can we not?
Should be easy.
And in so doing, think of the glory we will win.
Oh, yes. But with who we will share that? We have to keep this secret because we will be taken out as if we were doing witchery, if we were dealing with demons. Well, that's what we do, but would they understand why we're doing it?
I think the king will understand who tried to assassinate him.
Yes, what did happen with that?
Oh, they have disappeared. But
Disappeared. They vanished. But then again, I'm used to that by now.
If they were targeting the cardinal, if they were targeting the king, even if they were targeting the queen, if we can apprehend them, if this vampire can make it possible for us to end that threat, great reward will be ours.
So then we actually do pretend to work with the vampire?
Do you want to actually work with the vampire?
No, of course not. But
do you want her to doubt you?
no, not yet.
Then you have two choices: angrily accept or willfully surrender.
no, we will not surrender.
Surrender is unthinkable. We are musketeers.
Yeah, we signed for this, not surrendering. What? She's just a vampire with lots of ambition. There are ways to kill vampires.
That's right. You've already done it once before.
Yeah. You were thinking of several the other
night. This exact one.
Yeah.
You were doing so well on your own.
Yeah. Well, I was almost cooking her. It's just that she didn't like my comments. But I would. I think I would have been able to talk with her. She likes me, anyway.
Who doesn't?
In this way that a cat loves a mouse.
No. I think I can talk with her. I can make her believe anything. As I said, I don't think she's smarter than anyone else. Even if she has lived 300 years, that doesn't make her smart. Smarter.
Briscoe, I never thought I would say this, but perhaps you should let me do the talking this time.
I'll be near you to hear you and to encourage you with what you're saying. Maybe suggest you some key phrases.
Yeah. Well, I am the one that entered the pact with this infernal creature from hell. But what do we do about Briscoe? About Eugene in the meantime?
We should. Well, I think we should get to her as soon as possible. Yeah, we should look to see if she's all right.
If only we knew of a place where we could keep her isolated and out of harm's way. Say a small chapel.
Oh no.
Oh,
You mean
yes.
the room in the Chapel of the Wolf? In the
Well-
basement? Or we could keep her here, but I do not
Here
know.
she'll be discovered.
She will be. But we could talk to the old father. You talk to him at all?
Not much.
And what if he's still alive? He looked like he was 102 last year. But
Oh.
yes.
He might be still here.
Oh, that was a horrible little room, but very hard to discover.
Where else we could bring her? Well, we could rent a boat. Go somewhere, far away from France. Just being at sea and look what is going on. I always dreamed to take the boat. Never been in a boat before.
I'm sure we could decorate that little room to make it nice.
Oh, not the boat.
No, no.
Well,
Is the
Maybe
great
that-
Philippe Barreau afraid of water?
No. It just seems so trapped with Briscoe on a boat for eternity. No.
trapped with me, man. You would be amazed how happy I will be on the boat and fighting devils. And
And
demons.
with no women. You would not last a week.
Well, Eugene will be there. By the way, she has a name. Did she told her? I remember that. Eugene, yeah, they played a trick on me.
You think?
She was called Eugenie. I was supposed to meet her one night. Well, I think it was 2 years ago.
You
Well,
really
the-
don't want this to get out, The famous womanizer who can't recognize a woman when he meets one.
Because Eugene is good. Huh? I choose my lucky well.
You did, indeed. And certainly better than your current lackey.
Alain,
Oh, yes. He is quite awful.
he don't know how to shave me, right? Look at my hair. They're a mess. No, it's not because of the fight yesterday. It's just, it was that way before I got against a vampire. Yeah, and he
I've
tends
met
my
hat racks with more intelligence than Evan.
Yeah. But, I have the lucky that I have. Maybe I'll check for another one. Let's see. But I'm I'm famous. Everyone loves me, so they will send me the best lucky I have. I deserve to have the best one. Yeah.
Yes, Rochefort was quite taken with you the other night. Did I tell you that we saw him?
No.
Yeah, he was in the Risen Lamb. Interesting place. I would not suggest going there.
The risen lamb?
Oh,
Yes, we had to.
the risen lamb. You should come more. Oh yeah. Well, between prayers.
Yes, your three students invited us. It was quite the experience, but Rochefort himself was there.
Yes,
Yeah.
I made a counter offer for a night of prayer, and they thought that alcohol would get them closer to the spirit.
Are we going to have to spend hours and hours praying with you?
Yeah.
Yes,
Are we? Oh,
Couldn't I just practice more?
it's up to you.
I suppose I could use the armor of God if we are going to.
Didn't you once say to me you wish you could dodge bullets?
Yes.
Don't you
They
wish you
seem-
could dodge bullets?
Yes, they seem to like me very, very much.
does the prayer can make me more, good looking for vampires.
I don't know if anything can make you better looking.
I wonder if there's a prayer to make him quiet.
Oh, yes.
Hey, look at that. You prefer all the the fights in the street, the chatter, the dirty words going out in the street of Paris. You know, when I'm talking, it's like a chant. You know, it eases your ears. The best thing you can have inside of that is to be far away in the country where it's quiet. Otherwise, I just cancel all the bad things you can hear. And I'm talking so much good that it even cancel the smell. Did you fear it? I don't know. No?
Some of that is true.
You know, I'm tapping on your back.
Nothing can take care of the smell.
Nothing, no.
It's just a figure here. Okay. An
But
image.
gentlemen, if we undertake this war, if we make this deal and go against the Dragon Rouge, if we make this attempt, we must be in the right.
We must be.
It must be all for one and one for all. It must be for the good of France, the protection of the king, the continuation of our way of life, and the ultimate goal of stamping out the darkness.
Well, we know where to go and on what what will be our next goals. I'm all for one with that.
I can do this.
We must see to Eugene's health. We must understand what has happened to her.
Of course.
We must meet again with the vampire. Yes?
Yes, we must.
Always interesting.
And then we must act decisively.
And soon.
What of your family, Martin? They are tangled up in all this. Will you be able to be single-minded?
Absolutely. There is only one pure member of my family left, to my knowledge, and you are speaking with him.
Right, but we may have to be... What is that word that Briscoe uses? Not duplicitous, but it means the same thing. We may have to use your cousin. We can't just go fight them all at once. There's too many for us. We may have to turn one against the other. Right.
Emile.
Right.
Emile,
Yes.
who I believe is the pawn of this Olivier Durand that you mentioned.
Right.
Yeah, that's what Eugene and Claude reported it to us.
And then there's the Russia. There are all these people that...
Doris, yeah, it seems to be just a like crazy crone.
Hmm.
Overpowered crone, you know. It's just a dust on my shoulder. Ah.
Yeah. Bullets in my abdomen, but yes.
Well, it's not. She's not the one who shot you. You know, it's just a dirty bastard, sniper, hidden. He was paid to shoot you.
In her employ. Their family has... They have their arms and everything. It's a big... So we must be able to act not just with the sword, but with our heads.
Well, you have the sword part covered.
Yes, I do.
I have the head part.
You have the mouth part. So
Okay, yeah, okay. Yes.
with the rest of the head, we need the brain. We need the brain. But if you are able to be single-minded, because I know you still desire to take back what is yours, but we may have to...
I have given up on the idea of taking back what is mine. I must become the equal of the dream that made it in the first place. It must be burned to the ground and recreated like the phoenix from the ashes.
That's the spirit. I'm down with that. will be easier to take your family after that when we get rid of Olivier Durand and turn back on our vampire employer.
Yes, I can understand leaving everything behind. I can understand that. Yes, that makes sense.
All right, then. Then let us begin with step 1 and see to Eugene.
Yes, we should do that.
Let's go there.
I think the service is almost over.
Yes. He's doing his announcement of the next time he'll get. And yeah, so some and he's taking the money from people. Yeah, I can hear the tick. Okay, so it must be the end.
Yeah, speaking money, that's 3 bottles of wine. So we may have to put a little extra in the offering.
In the basket.
Yes. Well, when have you ever put anything in the basket?
Oh, because he likes me a lot. He offers me wine, and I don't have to put money. He loves to have my company.
Yeah. Tonight I have drunk it, so.
Yes. Let's go to see Eugene. See how it's going.
All right.
Yes, let's do that.
Good. So I start the broadcast here. Yeah, right. That was the chat. All for one chat now. Right.